What's up, guys? How's it going? We are back with another collecting cards episode. We are just going to keep on continuing with the Marvel Masterpieces series. This is the series number 2 from 1993. This was Marvel Masterpieces right here from Skybox. I did collect the base set when I was collecting them back then, back in 93, of course. Uh, I've had this in this box for a while, ever since, God, for decades, I would have to say. But since I am like unearthing most of my cards, I have decided to, just to kind of put them back into these 9 card pages so I can just reminisce and look at these cards all over again. We're going to take a look at this, see the sets. I think I'm going to split this up into like 2 different parts just because this is a 90 card set. And the last time I did, the 1992 Series 1, it was long. I don't want them to be that long of a video. I want to, just kind of go over a few of the key things that, made these cards so much fun to collect. But let's get started. 1993. So this is, again, Series 2. I extremely enjoyed this. This first thing is actually the foil pack. This was the, as you can see, this was the foil that you got your booster packs. So this was just one of the covers. This was Iron Man. And there are multiple things. I always cut this out just so I can, remember what they used to look like, what they were to begin with, just so I had that memory. But let's go ahead and go over what cards we have. So we'll just take this out, push this off to the side. So got my 9 card pages ready. These are brand new pages, so I hope these work out pretty well like the last time. But let's start. Let's go over. We have Hulk. Look at this Hulk. Oh, by the way, Series 2 was a number of different artists. So if you remember from Series 1, it was all Joe Jusko. He was the main painter slash artist for all of the 100 cards. This time, Skybox had gotten maybe several, I don't know how many, but several different artists to do all of these characters. So let's take a look. We'll see, who most of them are. Some of them, honestly, I forgot who they could have been. But hopefully they're on the back. So here's Hulk. Here's number 1. I don't think it's in any particular order. It's not like alphabetical, like somewhat the last series was. But here we go. We actually have more comic book artwork showing, I guess, yeah, where it's coming from. Hulk number 1. There you go. Art by Kirby. Well, no, that's Kirby. But does it say the artist? I don't see an artist name. So we won't know who the artist is unless you know who the artist actually is based on their artwork. So this is number 1. Here's the Hulk. I feel like this is Steranko, but I could be wrong. But we will, that's okay. We'll keep on going just so we can make sure. And then we have Human Torch. It's very good. That's Steranko. Okay, so that's not Steranko. This is Steranko. There's Human Torch, number 2. So they're using old comic book artwork, probably from this comic book issue that they're doing. But it's got, a good description of the character. So at least we know. And number 3, we have Thor. Look at that, Harrison. Wow, it's definitely been a while since I've seen these cards. I probably won't know, most of them just because it's been so long since I even looked at these cards. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of me taking a look. We have Iron Man. So that was the booster pack cover that you guys saw right there. So there's that. Number 4. And we have here Spider-Man. Now that's interesting. This one actually, it's different type of, this looks more drawn than anything. But he's got spider legs like that going on. Spider-Man, there you go. Number 5. Wolverine. Now, this is a very, very unique painting of Wolverine. Not one of my favorites. It's very unusual to me because I like more of the fine lines in my comic book artwork. But this is, I don't know. That's not Sienkiewicz. I know. See, I remember most of them, but this one for some reason. Oh, you know what? It does have it here. So it is Sienkiewicz. Okay. Or Sienkiewicz. So right down here is the front painting by. So Bill Sienkiewicz. So that is, I was right. That is his style of artwork. So now we do know who the actual painters are or artists that are on the actual, that does the cards. So very, very small print. Here's Cyclops. We got Cyclops going on. Phillips, I remember Phillips. Phillips was one of my favorites when doing these cards. So Joe Phillips. Now we see. So these just showing, I guess, the first appearance issue. We have here two cards. Doctor Strange. Oh, and take a look at that. I forgot. So the cards are a matte finish with an embossed, and you can feel it in the lettering. It is an embossed for their names. There is Doctor Strange. This is drawn by Michael Kaluta. There you go. Next we have Namor, Steranko. You can tell the similarities in the artwork with Human Torch. Jim Steranko, that's right. Okay. Next we have Storm. Very, very nice. It's funny because in the background is these wolves or panthers, I guess. Kaluta again is the artist. And Silver Surfer. Well, you can tell that's Julie Bell. I can tell that artwork right away. Julie Bell. There you go. Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer. Very nice. Very, very nice. It's always nice to see different renditions of these iconic characters. And that's why I think I liked the Marvel Masterpieces series a lot. And there's Joe Jusko. We all know Joe Jusko. He did Series 1. He did Vision right here. Joe Jusko. There you go. This one is very unique. Look at Ghost Rider right there. Sienkiewicz. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm very sorry. I think that is how you pronounce it. But I think when I was a kid, I would try to phonetically say his last name, Sienkiewicz. Or Sienkiewicz. So we have Thing, done by George Perez right there. Very classic looking. As well as Captain America. That's like the very classic outfit right there. I mean, look at those boots. Jim Steranko right there. And this is a nice one. I love this one. Archangel by Joe Phillips. Really nice. I feel like I had drawn this particular one because what I used to do when I was a kid is I drew, when I would draw, I would look at the artists, what they did, and try to mimic the same exact thing. All right. Next we have here Beast. Beast, who did Beast? This is, oh, it is George Perez. Okay. And Cable. Look at that Cable. That looks like Regal right there. Dan Brereton. That's nice. That looks really good. Next, Carnage. Joe Jusko. Very nicely done right there. Carnage. And look at that. This is different. This is Hulk 2099. So yeah, back in the 90s, this was a huge, 2099 series was very big back then. 2099 Limited, yep, #1. Really cool. And we got Dr. Doom. Glenn Fabry, wow. Daredevil. So as good as artwork this always threw me off by perspective because of his left leg. It just looks funny when it's drawn that way. But based on perspective, because I've taken art classes, I mean, if you're looking at his foot straight on, that's how it's drawn. That's how you're going to look at his legs. So it is weird that way. You can't unsee it. It's just funny how it is. But there's Daredevil. There's his original costume right there. Yeah, when I was a kid, it just threw me off, especially as, someone who always wanted to draw for a living. Iron Fist, Joe Jusko again. That looks awesome. Really nicely done. Psylocke, right off the bat, Julie Bell. Beautiful painter right there. There's Psylocke. Uncanny X-Men 213. Is that what it is? Yeah, 213. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking Jubilee was like 234, I think, was the first appearance. Morbius. Not too bad. Looks really good. Look at that Morbius. Who's the artist? I forgot his name. Stelfreeze. Brian Stelfreeze. Now I remember. Okay. That's how he signs. And then we have Punisher. Not bad. Classic costume. Punisher right there. Mike Zeck and Phil Zimmelman. One of my favorite characters. Here's Rogue. Very nice. Avengers Annual #10. Yep, that is her first appearance. Then Sabretooth. Just showing his face for this card. Go. Who's next? We have more X-Men. Look at that. Here's Forge. Another Joe Jusko drawing. Not bad. Wow, mine is really... This one was not a good card. You can see the edging completely peeling right there. And then we have She-Hulk. Looking nice. Another Joe Jusko piece. There we go. She-Hulk. Gambit. Looks good. Joe Phillips doing more of the X-Men right here. This Gambit looks great too. Uncanny X-Men 266, an issue I used to carry. And I think I talked about that in the last episode for Marvel Masterpieces. And then we have U.S. Agent. I think we're all going through watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier for this character. There's John Walker. Yep. U.S. Agent. What do we got next? Spider-Woman. Oh, I love this. This was a beautiful, beautiful card. Tristan right there. Spider-Woman. Secret Wars number 7. I think I might have that issue. I could be wrong, but you know when you have so many comic books, you just don't remember what you might even have. And then we have here Strife, Joe Jusko, nice cover. I wish I had this figure. One day, Hasbro will make a new Marvel Legends Strife figure, just because that other Strife is just near impossible to get. Thanos looks good. Doesn't have the gauntlet, but it looks good. Who's the artist? Ray Lago. That's right, Ray Lago. I recognize that. And then we have Blade. Look at that Blade. Oh God, I do remember his how he looked in his first appearance. Let's see what's next. We have Adam Warlock. Look at that. A Ray Lago drawing. Fantastic Four. Then we have here Colossus, Julie Bell. Very nice. Giant size X-Men number 1. That's a near impossible one to get too. Then we have Magneto. I don't like this one that much. I get the idea with his helmet and everything, but this is just a weird card. A weird portrait, I guess. In my opinion. Other people might like it. I'm not a fan of it. Vulture. There. Another $20.99. Here's Spider-Man $20.99. You can see that's Joe Jusko's work. Then we have here Punisher $20.99. Yep, that's really, he's much more colorful for that series. Jake Gallows. Again, Joe Jusko. He did quite a bit of the cards continuing over from Series 1. And looks like we have another $20.99. Here's Doom. $20.99. This one looked awesome though, with that silver armor. And Ravage 2099. I can't even remember who this guy is. Ravage, head of Alchemax Eco Division. Maybe this might have been just a new character altogether. Ravage 2099. And then we have Venom. That's a cool Venom right there. Very nicely done. So we are at the middle mark of the 90 card set. So I'm going to end this as part 1 and then continue on to part 2. So I hope you guys continue over to the next video. Appreciate you watching. I hope you stuck through and just enjoyed what we were able to go over for the first couple of pages. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. Make sure you check out this next video for part 2. I hope to hear from you guys soon. I hope to see you on our next hunt.